Hello, Star Wars fans. This is J.A.R. 369. Welcome back for another figure review. Today, I'll be taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Din Djarin, aka The Mandalorian, with Baby Grogu, made by Hasbro. So, take a look at the packaging. The packaging is just the usual Star Wars The Vintage Collection packaging, but this is a deluxe packaging because it came with not just the Mandalorian figure, but comes with more accessories than the regular Mandalorian figure comes with. You get a little baby Grogu here, the little canister to hold on the Beskar, and here are the Beskar coins. And behind the sticker, he does come with the alternate head, which I'm going to tell you that in a minute. You can see an image of Din Djarin, or the Mandalorian, in his Beskar armor. I'm not sure, is this from the season 2 finale? Or maybe it's from the first season where Din meet his old crew and then trying to break out someone. I don't know. It's very confusing. It does say Star Wars The Mandalorian. It's recommended for ages 4+, warning choking hazard. On the back here, you got other figures from the Vintage Collection line, like Hondo Ohnaka, Clone Wars version of Anakin Skywalker, Clone Wars version of Obi-Wan Kenobi, an updated version of Darth Maul, Jared Emwe, ARC Trooper 5s, and Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. So that's about it for the packaging. Now let's release Mando with Baby Grogu out of the box or package. Here we got Din Djarin out of the package. Let's take a look at the figure. The whole sculpt of this figure is pretty much exactly the same sculpt as the first Mandalorian Vintage Collection figure. Well, only this time he is wearing Beskar armor instead of the armor that he wore from season 1, episode 1 and 2, and then later in episode 3, and then change it to his Beskar armor. Take a look at the whole armor here, the shoulder pad. They're a bit battle damaged than I know there is a Beskar armor version of the Mandalorian, fully cleaned, but this version is fully battle damagey look. And you get the one with the Mudhorn symbol. You can see that one's battle damage too. Same thing with his flamethrower gauntlets. And you get the Whistler, still wearing the same gloves from his previous armor. And as you can see, there's a blaster, which is not sculpted in because Hasbro decided to put the blaster inside the figure because, well, there's too many accessories to fit in, so they decided to put the blaster accessory inside of him. So I might put that with the other accessories. The leg pads are painted in Beskar armor. Is pretty much exactly the same as the first Mandalorian figure, but again, it's painted in Beskar armor, but it does have the little battle damage on this side of the leg. The helmet is pretty much exactly the same, but it is in Beskar armor with the battle damage effect there. If you look on the back, you can see there's another peg hole sticking right there, which means it's for his jetpack, which I'm going to show you that in a minute. Yeah, there's nothing much I can go over with this figure because, well, like I said, exactly the same figure, the same sculpt. The boots, mostly the same. Same thing on the feet. And on the bottom, there's some peg holes in the bottom of the feet and no legal stuff. Is there a legal stuff on his leg? I guess not. Thank goodness. Ooh, wow, no legal stuff. Thank God, Hasbro. Overall, for the figure, it's a great figure. Even though, like I said, it's exactly the same figure, but the detailed and paint apps look perfect. And the sculpt, well, yeah, still nice. The figure itself looks really excellent. For articulation, well, what can you expect? It's exactly the same articulation as the previous Mandalorian figure that I reviewed, so I'm not going to show you that. So let's move on to accessories. Accessories he does come with was little baby Grogu. Oh man, he looks adorable. Take a look at the little wombat here. His head sculpt, they did really a nice job with his head sculpt. And you can see the little eyes here. Very small painted detail on the eyes, gotta admit. He's so adorable. I really love this guy. You can see the little neck collar and his sleeve color on each side are painted differently than his robe. You can see some of the wrinkles on the robe here. Oh no! He's okay, he's okay. On each hand, you can see there are 3 fingers. Underneath the feet here, you can see there's his little feet, which are sculpted in. Like the Black Series are just removable or movable, so you can make him walk. But the Vintage Collection version is pretty much sculpted in, so he won't walk any further. And this could be the the first Vintage Collection of Grogu. I know this body is going to be reused in the Razor Crest version of the Mandalorian ship, or Razor Crest, like I said, from the Hasbro lab, and the Vintage Collection single carded version of Grogu that came with a pod, which I pre-ordered that, and it's coming in May. I cannot wait. Yeah, Hasbro is going to reuse this same body and head and everything as this version is. For articulation, the head does fully rotate. The arms does have a ball joint there. So it can forward and back, in and out, side to side, and all that. I feel like there's a wrist rotation, but I don't want to force it and break it. So I'll leave it alone. So that's it. Only 3 points of articulation for Grogu. Now let's move on to another accessories. He does come with his blaster. And also you can see a little peg here that you can actually put on his back here. Let's do that. There we go. And as you can see, his gun, his blaster rifle, fits perfectly fine and does not come off just like the Black Series version of Mando does. But I'm not going to display him with the blaster on his shoulder. I'll make him holding the blaster rifle. Also, what I showed you earlier, he does come with a blaster, which you can either like putting on his hand like so, just like that, or you can actually put on his holster, which I did show you it was on his holster earlier. He does come with a jetpack here. Take a look at the jetpack. Not too bad of a sculpted on the jetpack. Not too bad. Not too bad. It looks exactly how it is in the show. So all you do is you put the little peg here. So if you move the cape, just like so, and there we go. Come on. There we go. And you got Mando with his jetpack and his cape all together. It doesn't want to fall off easily, but thank goodness it does not come off easily or pops off. I gotta admit, Hasbro did a really great job with the cape sculpt and putting the jetpack on, unlike the Black Series version does. Why can't Hasbro just give us cloth cape instead of, well, hard plastic cape? I know the Razor Crest version, if like the Hasbro Lab, the HasLab Razor Crest, this Mandalorian might come with a cloth cape. Lucky for that guy. for that figure. And he does come with this little canister of money, which you can actually open up. Come on. Oh, let me do this off camera. Come on. There we go. See, I gotta open, and what's inside? A bunch of Beskar silver. It came with like 2 versions of the Beskar silver. It came with a bunch of stacked Beskar silver with the Imperial logo, and does come with the single version. Yeah, this thing might get easily lost, so be careful for the this accessory. You can either display it with the Mando figure, where he just looks at it and feels it, just like so, like how he is in the first season of the show. Even though he's not wearing the Beskar armor with the jetpack until the last episode of season 5, season 1. Yeah. So I'm not gonna display that with him holding the Beskar. So all you have to do is I did show you this while opening it, is you put the stacked version inside, and you put the single version inside as well, and there you go. You can have him, and on the top there's like a little handle there. You can actually like put him on his accessory like so. But I'm not going to display him with that, to be honest. And lastly, accessory he does come with. Let's pop the head off here. Normally when I pop the head and there's like a little dumbbell joint there, and I was like, oh crap, it's gonna stuck in there, isn't it? But he does come with an alternate head of Pedro Pascal likeness, and underneath the head you can see it does have a little dumbbell joint there too, so you won't feel like using a hairdryer or hot boiling water to take that out, because it'll be a real pain to take it out from the head here. And there you go. And there you have a unmasked version of Din Djarin with the likeness to Pedro Pascal. Let's take a look at the likeness to Pedro Pascal. I gotta admit, they did really not too bad of a job, even though this for a vintage collection figure. I can definitely see Pedro Pascal. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. It's a lot better than the Black Series version, because oh god, look at his face from the Black Series version. What the hell happened to him? But on the vintage collection, like I said, it's still a great likeness to Pedro Pascal. Now let's have him display with Grogu. Let's have him holding Grogu without his helmet to recreate that one sad scene from the last episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian. Has anybody cried that scene? Because I almost did, because it was really sad. Come on, let me do this off camera. There we go. And there you go. You have Din Djarin posing, holding Grogu, and Grogu touching his face for the first time. Such a heartbreaking moment from that show, from this episode. Yeah. So anyway, let's end up this review, shall we? Overall, for this figure, I really do like it. Well, like I said before, it is pretty much exactly the same sculpt as the first Mandalorian figure, and also the articulation is a bit the same. But it does have in painted Beskar armor. I did not mention this earlier. The Beskar armor painting on the shoulders, the chest, and the helmet, and also the gauntlets is a bit like a little metallic-y paint to it, which is not too bad. That's how a Beskar armor is supposed to be. Very metallic, shiny, painted look. The accessories, not too bad. I really do like the accessories. I really love this the the little Grogu accessory, which is adorable. And like I said, it will be reused for the upcoming Razor Crest from HasLab, and also the single vintage collection of the Grogu figure. Some other accessories like the blaster and the rifle blaster is a bit the same as the first vintage collection of Mandalorian, and also the jetpack was reused in the Beskar armor version of the Mandalorian, which is all cleaned up. But at the end of the day, still a great looking figure. I highly recommend picking this guy at your local Walmart because it is a Walmart exclusive, and it will sold out very fast and somehow delayed that dumb Walmart. Oh, I'm sorry. Whew. What was it I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. Get this figure for your Star Wars or your Mandalorian collection. Highly recommend it. For my rate, I'm gonna give the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Din Djarin with Grogu figure a... No, I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10. Yeah, a 10 out of 10 for me. So that's about it. Make sure to tune in for new videos daily. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video, and comment on this video. Don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you can be notified of new videos after you subscribe so you won't miss any new uploads, and you can be part of the notification squad. Finally, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both links will be in the description down below. And I have spoken. This is the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Din Djarin The Mandalorian with Baby Grogu figures made by Hasbro. And this is J.A.R. 369. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next review. And remember, this is the way.